Every for me, something movie a crop as from Copa, as I be in Cassati, Sene, I first time or in Cassati, I must also add your subscription to and Cassati, add your like, your comment, and please make sure you are going to share videos to a lot of people. Say, Niama, a coso, area my Ghana, Masi. Niama, we bring us, see, I know a for Earthful or my Ghana, especially our greater region, a for income. Now we are in so a toy you who a poor and I say so you be a fire and kind for nay nika sebi a bimumpo frame a sure or mocha a choir report a choir a jajo ma a year Ghana for na Cecilia no you know Ghana de be a the politics Cecilia a year Paul Adom Octhere or call back to Abrana a NDC for a war position party neighbors for. We all know say at the time I former president His Excellency Nana Danko Kufado and so president. This same thing happened. In so toye Emma F a ye mia bibri. Emma Sammy Gyamfi beka saying we say a minister for housing and works at that time for or failure like or say or moon deserve to be they should resign and all that. Sammy Gyamfi can same baby. So nanu ya and so it toy and I say so you go toy a man for them and no money near money na air chocolate. And no and a year sebu NPP for you say. So right now no a year honorable Gilbert a J on no failure and as one failure because on no and a year minister for housing and then you know I say and also more kind of style because at that time, when that happened, you know, most were failing. So right now, no one failing and I say we're failing. I know the NPP for say and Nyame and I then Echia Mokase Mokasa. In same baby na Sisiano. Ebisha for air coso ewo Ghana masi and a politicians and so Edom who ajim ewo baby. 80% myself brano coming home na your mom new coaching sema Sammy Gyamfi a brand more position. Attitude about Minister for Housing and Works, blah blah blah, and won't send be. Ain't it coming home? You go to December, answer and message over at your subscription to Nkasa TV. Your like, your comment, and please make sure you are going to share videos to a lot of people.
This one, it says, this morning, my thoughts and prayers are with the thousands of our people affected by the floods. My deepest sympathies to those who have lost their loved ones, properties, and those who have been forced out of their homes. I urge citizens to comply with all directives issued by the government and to cooperate fully with the institutions mandated to address the situation. I also urge the emergency services and all relevant authorities to do everything possible to reach those in need and assist them. We will get through this difficult time by caring for one another. May God bless our homeland, Ghana. The big part of it I'm going to show you, viewers, now is let's go to the NDC campaign. Let's go to the NDC campaign. I'll show you two videos of the NDC campaign, one by the president and one by Sammy Gyamfi, talking about floods. Have a look at this. Let's see this.
NPP Amambonti Afimpo Ensuanto Ye.
NTSA Ministry of Sanitation, Omasha so in fear watching. I net in Soka Krato, Omoko Jessica or World Bank, so you got a new. I just say, Omofanya no NDC bar, Sanitation Ministry no, you be good no. We are Sandia called local government. Okay. And maybe I'm so better to be you got a new na send a bear in Sonoba, a benya fine na asking.
That was the president who said that the Ministry of Sanitation is useless, and so he's going to cancel it. We are Ghana. We are a developing country. We have a clear sanitation challenge, but the president again was advised to say that we are going to cancel, and indeed, sanitation ministry has been scrapped, and this is the result. Anyway, Sammy Gyamfi also spoke about floods, and the president said that the floods were occurring because the government was misapplying resources. That's what the president said in the campaign, attributing floods to bad governance. This is what Sammy Gyamfi also said.
What say you assisting? Now the war fee, name of any. Eh, Juma. Pay for you to attack me. Oh my God, if you get in, I will hear for. Yeah, in this Indiana Ubia boom, yes, or mine are we have a geological department, we have a geological department. And fact department Diaho. I buy ministries like works and housing, like the various municipal assemblies that was of my contract for the filtering of drains or 1 year. They have failed us. The president has failed us. That is it. Now you can be about what the politics there. And the my own to obey. You for the Faba so. No when your mind was or you be in my because or my penny be in and now can't open the key as your politics. Into my own money. Say Ghana your USA and Minister for Western Housing qua resign. Kayama Missy the pa or Kasa say when yes you come or the bad year do my problem yes the coordinate do not work. Kaka be your winner do matter. But I say yankas or minor feel, no minor feel. So that is my answer to that aspect of the question. No, my dear, not feeling.
You heard that. You heard that. This is politicians. So if we were to take what Sammy Gyamfi said then to today, Works and Housing Minister resigned. The responsibility is the president. And we'll take what the president also said. The responsibility is the government. What is happening today?
You heard Sammy Gyamfi, a gold boss CEO, then time in opposition, and somehow or the two draw former President Akufo-Addo, and a Works and Housing Minister, and any Sanitation Minister now. Sammy Gyamfi added and some air to just say, and yes, sir, saying and a bacondia, and look as a Ghana for her home, a to a baby, or say a money pabaku, 80 Ghana so sa. Only the then time no flooding a buyer no, on politicize it, I dare no idea politics. Then a lawyer Paul Adom Octhere edin seme to just say that kind of politics no must come to an end. Sema Sammy Gyamfi ni NDC in opposition edit to ja abrana Ghana union be alcohol him for the same flooding situation no NDC are buying the politics. Nene seka Dr. Aladin Bomia enso ni NPP some the politics ananka Ghana de ye ni echere hin. Nene Dr. Aladin Bomia as a leader anenso obi opeso odi oman so edit to ja say why ane no politics yan politicize situation abay na a tragedy na adiwe eba Ghana fo nyina ana atowo mo yenjibre ni nkotile Paul Adom Octhere
to an end at some point if we have to uplift our country. That kind of politics where advantage is taken off of everything. Sammy Gyamfi says then we shouldn't to ababium and let's blame Omanpenyi. If today we want to blame Omanpenyi for it, what do? This President Mahama on a Facebook post in 2024, he said, the recent heavy downpours in Accra and other parts of the country have led to extensive destruction of property and, according to reports, the loss of life of a young schoolboy. This has exposed the government's failure to manage and prevent floods effectively and evokes deep concern about its lack of comprehensive flood prevention and management plan. Many areas that in the past were unaffected by flooding today become inundated with the least rainfall. That was President Mahama. He said the government has been exposed. Its failures has been exposed. Dr. Bawumia in same situation. He said this morning, my thoughts and prayers are with thousands of our people affected by the floods. My deepest sympathies to those who have lost their loved ones' properties and those who have been forced out of their homes. I urge citizens to comply with all directives issued by the government and to cooperate fully with institutions mandated to address the situation. I also urge the emergency services and all relevant authorities to do everything possible to reach those in need and assist them. We will get through this difficult time by caring for one another. This is a leader who unites our people. This is a leader who unites our people, a leader who is thinking, a leader who has a heart, who is burdened for our people. This is what it should be. Not the way they used to advise President Mahama. You see, the difference between the advisors of Dr. Bawumia and the advisors of President Mahama is obvious from these two Facebook posts. It's entirely possible, but both posts were not drafted by them. Somebody drafted it and brought it to them, they read through and they said, let it go. But it depends on the environments that you keep yourself in with advisors. It's very, very important. Is that over the last 10 years, there has been progress, including the first President Mahama government. There had been progress in securing a certain way in which environmental services provision will be delivered to local assemblies in a manner that supports modernity, in a manner that supports translation of refuse into something more positive in a manner that supports job creation, in a manner that supports a better and a higher standard of living for Ghanaians. Over the last 10 years, this conversation has been going on with Dr. Joseph Sian Ojapong, the chairman of Zoom Lion, in the middle of it. Other key stakeholders have been in the middle of it. All the international organizations, JICA from Japan, Danida from Denmark, the Hungarian government, they have all been involved in this matter. The conversations came to a conclusion during the Akufo-Addo era, and I'll tell you what happened. So, over the last 10 years, all these regions you see here have districts spread over them. We're looking for the map of the MMDC. I think we don't have that. We're going to get that. We need a map of, and if there's no map, like the local government should create it. A Ghana map of MMDCs, all the MMDCs. We should have that map. So that's easy for us as journalists to work on it, isn't it? So this is the Ghana map, and district assemblies are spread all over from top to bottom. 261 is the figure that I'm hearing. 261 is the number of districts. So each district has a fund or a responsibility for sanitation. That's one of their primary responsibilities.